If you judge someone by their present, you could be missing out on what God is doing with them, and it's going to do with them in the future. Stop that.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah,
You will lose opportunities trying to base what you believe God has for you based on what someone else says. I have dated people outside of my skin color. It wasn't for me because it wasn't God. But I did not discriminate because of skin color.
Absolutely.
We have to stop putting people in a box. I don't want to marry him because he's been married before. I don't want to marry him because he has kids. I don't want to marry him because he don't have his own business. And what if God say, everything you're saying you're not going to do, that's what I want you to do. And guess what? I did. Everything I just said was. Trust me, I struggled. Don't make me sit up and act like it wasn't a struggle. It was.
Tell them why you were still struggling. Why you were still struggling to accept me at that time?
Like you having children, because I didn't want to deal with that.
She didn't want the baby. She didn't want the baby mama drama.
And who does?
Of course. But I put that thing up in check. You feel me?
The credit issue,
I had
money
bad
issue,
credit, bad money
everything
issue.
that a woman,
because y'all want the security,
right?
But at the time, you didn't know what I was going to turn out to be. So what happened?
I had to continue to pray because a lot of things I had already preconceived in my mind. This is how my husband is going to be.
So you had the devil on your shoulder and the angel on.
I wanted my husband to bring something to the table, just like I'm bringing something to the table.
Okay.
Most women want that security, want that stability, want that man that's going to take care of her.
But what did you learn from that?
You have to obey God, because only God knows the future, and only God knows what a person is going to turn out to be. And we cannot judge based on our present. Because someone can be rich today and you married him based on his money, and then a few weeks later he loses his job.
There were other young ladies who had a problem. They knew that I didn't have a stable job. I had children from the previous marriage. I paid child support. That'll run anyone off. But when God is in the midst of something, you never know what a person will turn out to be. It has to be God in it now. There are some connections that exist, and it wasn't God, and they thought, well, I'm going to stick to that person anyway, or I'm going to go ahead and take a chance on that person, and they wind up being the worst nightmare.
That's why at the end of the day, it's all about making sure you obey God.
It's God. I didn't meet her personal
expectations, right?
Personal preference of what she
and a man. Now he owns his own business. Yeah. His credit score is all good now.
See that? Yeah. That's God.
But I've learned God is looking at where he's taking you, not where you are right now. You cannot allow someone to tell you who you can and cannot marry if God is telling you that's who he has for you. It's so many people going to remain single for the rest of their life because of that. Man may not be where you want him to be because God wants you guys to grow together. Where's the growth? I can see us growing together mentally, financially, spiritually, emotionally. You name it, we're growing together.
Even our intimacy got better once we started.
You better.
But when we started out, we was still kind of rocky. Because we was trying to learn each other and find each other.
Because I knew what pleased me.
Yeah.
He knew what pleased him.
But we never had been together.
Right.
With each other. We didn't know each other. We didn't test no waters or nothing like that. We strictly went pure on faith and believing that God put us together. We work with that thing and believe God. And now our intimacy is great.
Test drive the car if you want to. That car may blow up. If it is God, you don't think God already knows about the intimacy? He wants you to, it's all about growing in the things of God. We keep saying, I want to grow in the things of God. When it comes to marriage, you're growing in the things of God. Whether it's intimacy, communication, financially, you are growing in the things of God. Where is your faith? If I know this God is saying, this is my husband, you don't think he already knows anatomy, and the intimacy
of the intimacy? Yeah.
It's like wine, baby. It gets better with time. don't it, boo?
Yeah, and that's the way he dealt with us.
Yeah.
But that's the way that that's God's history. That's his DNA. He starts everything from the bottom and he works it and he causes it, he establishes it, he takes it, he polishes it. It's not even time. 5 years, 6 years can go by, 8 years can go by. God has his perfect timing in everything that he does. Is the reason why he's a God that always operates in a process realm, spirit realm. He processes everything the way he wants it to be. He takes his time on how he wants to do it. The way God is the way he expects us to be. Take your time in things. Be patient with things.
It's a process.
Don't make yourself move so fast. You know, that's the purpose of it. Why is it that I keep choosing these women and my relationship keep failing? I had a marriage so many years, that failed. Then I had a girlfriend, that failed. And then I had another one, then that failed. It's like, what is going on? Why is it that I keep failing in these marriages? And that's when God said, because of every woman that you chose in your life, you chose them and I didn't. That was my answer. Because if you really want God's will to be done in your life, trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean out to your own understanding, and in all that ways acknowledge him. He will direct your path. I had realized that every woman that I chose and God didn't. So therefore I never acknowledged God. I never trusted in him with all my heart. And I always leaned to my own understanding, because it was my understanding that I supposed to find the wife. He who find up a wife find up a good thing and attain a favor in the Lord. I took that and started to say, hey, this is what I need to do, because I need to find me a wife and I'm going to obtain favor in the Lord. Instead of me not understanding that everything comes from God, even when God is the one that creates everything, creates relationships, creates marriage, creates the husband and wife. That comes solely from God. Meaning that the man was supposed to choose the woman. God supposed to choose the woman. And God brings the woman into the man, like he did in the beginning. It's available to you now. But the problem is, because what is being taught is you still going to pursue and get what you want. That's what's being taught. It's not your job to go and pursue nothing. It is your job to have a relationship with God and let God choose you for that. Not you go and pursue it. It's the same thing with a woman. The problem is you're praying the wrong prayer. You're asking God to send you a husband. God's like, no, I didn't create you for me to send you a husband. I created you to be a helpmeet to a husband. That's the prayer. God prepared me and shaped me and molded me to be the helpmeet to the husband that you purposed me to be a helpmeet to. That's the prayer. That's when you're praying in God's will. When you're thinking that you the prize, the man ain't the prize either. God is the prize, because God is the one that gets the glory out of the connection. The man, the prayer is, God, prepare me to be the husband that you have purposed me to be for the wife that you created to be a helpmeet to me. That means that when that man prays that prayer, he's going to be broken. God is going to humble him. God is going to teach him how to speak. God is going to teach him how not to focus on what he feels like he's supposed to do, because now you're lining yourself up as a man. You're not going to overexalt your authority. You're going to know, you're going to understand that she has the right to have a relationship with me just like you do. You're no better than her. She's no better than you. I'm bringing both of you together as one. Is the reason why I say both of you are one now.
Did y'all learn anything? Did it help you? Any thoughts, comments, feedback? All right, guys. Love you. Mwah.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.